Hi everyone, Marcia from GU Salute. Welcome to my August 2020 Bullet Journal Plan With Me video. So the artist of this month is Vincent Van Gogh. I plan to do a very simple bullet journal setup for this month, so I pre-printed his artworks. This is a clip of his Vincent Van Gogh font. Starry Night is one of his famous paintings, The Cafe, also Irises, which is my favorite flower, and then Sunflower is another famous work of his. So as mentioned before, I really wanted to do something extremely simple. I did not want to try to recreate any of his paintings because last month with Brie Harris, I massacred her work and I just knew I could not even try to attempt to do that with Van Gogh. So Van Gogh is a Dutch painter. I'm sure you've heard of him before. He's well known for having issues with mental health, most popular for cutting his ear, but he's so much more than that. Van Gogh was such a loving person, or at least this is the impression that I got from the various accounts of him that I've read and watched from visiting the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam and also watching the Loving Vincent video. So as you can see, I tried to recreate this font, which is called the Vincent font. If you see his signature in all of his artwork, it's extremely distinct, and I wanted to recreate that, and I actually like it. I may keep this font as the header for my spreads for the next couple of months. So the next quote page, I'm doing a cutout of irises. His painting, irises are actually my favorite flowers, or one of my favorites. So I thought, why not? And the quote says, "Love many things, for therein lies the true strength, and whomever loves much performs much and can accomplish much. And what's done in love is done well." So this is kind of like the embodiment of Van Gogh, or what I would think is the embodiment of Van Gogh, based off of the things that I saw at the museum. So everyone knows him for, his issues, but I didn't know that he had a brother, and he was so close to his brother. Like, reading the letters that they wrote to each other, it was so endearing. And I think this is one of the reasons why he became one of my favorite painters, because of the bond that he shared between his brother and how much he encompassed love. So if you haven't seen the movie Loving Vincent before, I would highly recommend seeing it, even if he's not your favorite painter. So that movie actually is the first of its kind where the whole thing is done with oil paintings, just like he did. The whole entire animation is each individual artwork, and it took years for this to be created. For the calendar spread, I decided to use washi tape, the Starry Night washi tape from the washi tape shop. This was my first time using washi tape or buying from this store. I've always wanted to get washi tape from online and hesitated. I don't know why. So I have really good experience with them. With the pandemic happening, sometimes things are taking longer to come, but they came relatively fast. The owner emailed me before my thing shipped out and gave me a heads up that, it may take longer than expected because of the pandemic. So that was really nice. The quote from the previous page, or from the calendar page, is, "I put my heart and soul into my work and have lost my mind in the process." And that's pretty much what happened to me with this spread. I originally wanted to do something extremely simple, but then lo and behold, it took me so much time to do this spread. It's ridiculous. There was a couple of times I was wondering, am I even being productive by doing this? But I was like, it's a labor of love. And because I did it with love, it was done well. And I want to say that this is my favorite spread because it just turned out so beautiful. The color scheme, I think I was really able to explore my creativity. So for the mood tracker, I did sunflowers, pretty simple, nothing too extravagant. For habits, I wrote the quote, "Great things are done by a series of small things brought together," which is something that I tend to tell my patients at work often when they get frustrated. And this is like a thing that I like to live by. Doing small little things eventually make a big impact. So with the monthly review, I do this every month. So I try to make a focus. Then the middle of the month, I try to check up on my goals to see how far I'm accomplishing it or how far along am I not. And then at the end, I do lessons learned. So I wanted to explore with watercolor this month. So that's kind of what I did off screen. I just took my watercolor and did a light wash from it. I want to start exploring more with watercolors. I just see so many beautiful like spreads on YouTube and Instagram, and I'm like, let me try this. Okay, so here's the final flip through of the spread. Thank you so much for coming. Please check the links down below for more information about Van Gogh. Thank you and salute.